There are no two walks in a redwood forest that are remotely the same. Each is some balance, some mixture of peace, solitude, reflection and healing. I come away from each with a different set of memories, of impressions, hopefully with new wisdom. Of course all redwood forests have things in common, but each is different in so many ways. Coming upon a ring of redwoods, the long decayed parent tree now just a small stump in the center, the trees surrounding me are clones of the parent. This is a timeless setting. These trees, genetically the same for generation after generation, going back longer than my fevered imagination can comprehend, have a subtle message for me, but one that won't connect on a human time scale. All I can do is get comfortable in this botanic cathedral and let the message slowly infuse my being. There is no piece of canned wisdom here, but rather hints of life beyond human understanding. That I understand a fraction of it is testament to my connection to these forests. I have walked on paved paths designed for accessibility, and I've stumbled through sections of forest without a trail, without a destination, without an agenda, and each has a different message for me. I've put my phone down among the roots and have listened to the sounds of forest communication, and I dream someday of being able to understand it. I have always come away emotionally richer and more at peace than I'd been for a long time. Walking through a forest one day, I saw a downed tree, and on closer inspection, I saw some loose bark. Pulling the bark away, I saw a whole community, an ecosystem in motion, creatures crawling and insinuating themselves in every crevice. Seeing all the scurrying, I carefully replaced the bark and continued on my way. On one of my favorite redwood hikes, I follow a raging creek deep into the mountains, and finally, at the top, I see the headwaters, a few trickles flowing over the ground, trickles that will combine and end up that raging stream near the trailhead. I'm reminded that even the mighty Amazon River originates as a single drop of water. Once away from other hikers, a profound silence overtakes me, one so deep that a solitary bird, a puff of breeze startles me to awareness, bringing me back to myself. In the city one can hardly imagine such silence, sounds so soft you feel them rather than hear them. This alone can cure one of civilization, calming the mind, relaxing the heart, connecting one to an eternity always imagined, never experienced. Walking in a busy state park can be relaxing, but for the full healing benefit of a forest, it's best to get off the main trail, find a narrow footpath and set out to explore, to wander, stumble and ultimately to surprise oneself, for whatever lies behind the next turn, the next tree can inspire a creative turn of mind. All one needs to do is listen for the poetry of place, the healing balm of nature, to be reminded that we are part of this great web of life. When you can find a solitary spot to wander, to explore, and if you are paying close attention, you will start to see the universal patterns that play hide and seek in the wonderful complexity all around you. You can start to realize that you are both a tiny individual and also a part of a vast, all-encompassing whole, both the object and also the subject of nature. You may come to realize, as I have, that you are both designed for life on this planet, and that this planet is carefully designed for you. And, while paying close attention, you might see that nothing moves in a straight line. Everything is part of a cycle, some small, daily, some yearly and some taking eons. Eventually it all comes around again, it all ends and it all begins again. And that is how these forests have taught me to view my life, as cyclical, as moving in one direction until I come back around, each cycle bringing more natural wisdom, more understanding of life, of my place in the vastness and complexity of life.